Yo, Banter fam, what's happening? I see you now on a little bit of a red day, and the question is now, Sheldon, is it time to deploy? That's the big question. Guys, patience will always be a big thing to learn in this journey. To wait for your damn opportunities, right? Sometimes you give the market some time to break through its areas, and then the retests come in and you go strong. And again, I was speaking to Matt this morning. It's like, I'm a bull, right? I've been a bull from day one, and I was like glitching out, holding cash. I mean, sitting up like glitching out, and it's such a big lesson for me, and the maturity, for me this cycle to do it right, and to not just do what people want me to do. Right? Everyone's just wanting me to turn bull, turn bull, turn bull. But for me, it's like, guys, it's pretty clear. It's pretty clear that Bitcoin had a wick 2 days ago. It's pretty clear that the dominance has been coming down for multiple days. And you had the dominance at support, okay? And you had Bitcoin at resistance, and it left a wick. And it's very likely we come and fill that wick. But it's also likely that the altcoins pull back hard at that time, right? Dominance goes up, alts pull back aggressively. And this is what we buy, guys. So we are days away from Sheldon the Sniper, bullish, baby, and back in the market 100%. And I'm getting ready for it now. I'm getting ready for, firstly, I allowed the market to give it a little bit of time to see what coins exactly that I want. And I want to speak about these tokens today, okay? And now I'm getting ready to deploy. And to, again, a lot of latecomers and people that were holding trades are now going either into a loss or they're giving money back to the market, right? This is what I want to buy. This is when I want to start to create trades. If you're going to get into the habit of chasing FOMO and chasing green and chasing these things, this is the downfall. This is the downside where you're going to give money back firstly. You're never going to take profits, but you're also never going to get into the right habit of when to actually buy, right? I'm here to show you that everything you've been taught in your damn life, it's the opposite. And by being the opposite, you are going to put yourself in a category that is going to make so much damn money. And a lot of the people are those who give money back to the markets. So I'm here today to give you guys the next buys. And now we're buying at the right time. We're buying on a pullback. We're buying some fear. We're buying some panic. And we can see that the markets are now starting a nice little 24-hour pullback. And these specials are coming straight into our damn buy zones. So it is time to get back in the market, baby. It's time to see which tokens we're going to go through and which ones are we going to be buying. And we are going to prepare for the alt season candle. This was starters, baby. This was only 20% of the pump that we have seen. Now it's time to get ready for the main course. And again, I'm going to make your life easy. You want to know why? Because we're going to get such good damn entries that you're not going to have to do anything and you're just going to make money. Okay? But I'm going to be honest on when we're going to take profits. I'm going to be honest on when it's time that the markets, you see now it's been choppy. People have struggled the last few days. You don't want to be in when people are struggling. You want to be sitting just waiting for the opportunity, and then boom, we're in. So guys, if you have held some cash, if you are not too drunk, if you're not Jimmy right now, hit that like button and let's have a phenomenal show. Let's go.
I try and help everyone in my space, and this is what I get. I try and fight the devils, but inside I'm just like Sniper. Welcome to Sheldon Show.
Banter fam, how are we doing? If you're brand new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to the best community out there, right? An honest community. It's one thing for me. I was a very emotional trader the last bull cycle. I was a very emotional trader in the bear cycle. I was an emotional trader in the sideways market, right? But I can officially say I've been through 3 big phases, and I've spent around 4 years now from being nothing 4 years ago, not really knowing much, to actually playing all 3 cycles. And I've really started to just pay attention that it comes down to just you having a bit of a game plan and just sticking to the game plan and not doing what the rest of the world's doing. You're going to have a lot of influence out there that's going to make you really bullish. And you know what, guys? I'm not here to say don't be bullish. Just be bullish at the right time. The market's red today. Now you be bullish. Okay? When it's green, you're not bullish. Okay? And think about it. If you go look at my streams and where I was 2 months ago, I was bullish, right? And the market was down, what, 60, 70% from where it is now? And then you go look at the last 10 days, and I was short-term bearish. What does that teach you? It teaches you that I was bearish in the green and bullish in the red, right? And that's the way it should be done. Where a lot of people will turn bullish when the markets are going green, and they will turn bearish when the market goes red. So for me, I'm just bringing my true life and experiences through here, and I'm sticking to the game plan. Okay, and that's such a very important thing as well. The next thing as well is if you didn't maybe take some profits. And today you're sitting, a little bit of regret. Just know that dinner has just started. The starters have just come out. There's still mains to come. So fix it now, use this experience now, and you're going to have a whole damn bull market to kill it. Okay, there's still so much time. Not that much time. There's months left. Okay, but there's so much time for you to rectify it and to do incredible things within this market. So this is just a little lesson thing again, that patience is always key. And again, you know, look how 𝗦𝗢𝗡𝗧 bought, patient. Now he's one of the richest and one of the biggest Bitcoin holders, right? Patience. That's the big thing as well. And it's also about risk management. Nothing was wrong for you trading the last few days. Just trade with 5% of your capital. Keep 95% on the side for the damn opportunity. So I'm here to be a part of that journey with you guys. I'm here to be real with you guys and to show you just all my lessons, right? Again, I gave away 90% of my money in the last bear market, right? I'm not doing that again. I'll maybe give away 20% this time, right? And that's very good. Okay, but I'm going to keep a lot of my money. And then that's what I want. We're all going to make money, but we want to keep it. We want to have the money and we want to be smart in the damn game. So what you're seeing over here, a little bit of a 24-hour pullback. Remember, Banter bubbles, guys, will give you the indication of just all the tokens that are moving at this point. But what I like about popping on the bubbles now is just to see what's pulling back a little bit more aggressively. I like that XYZ is pulling back, so I want to pay attention to that token, GRT, Atom. It just gives me an idea of what's on good special at this point. Then I put on the charts, then I start looking at, you know, is it at a good level to buy, all of these sort of things. But I spoke about this, and I just want to pop this up here. I spoke about this, guys. This was where I did my last show on Saturday, right? And this is where I said we were at. I basically said that, guys, everyone long Bitcoin when we broke $100,000 and everyone FOMO'd in, right? And you're going to see this a lot of times. We're actually seeing this with altcoins right now because altcoins last week broke all-time highs. So therefore, what happens is the whole world turns bearish, but it's also I call it the weakest you will be, right? Because it is. It's at the point where you're not really thinking. You're just thinking about one direction. Right? So it's quite easy to not manipulate, but to trap the market when that happens. So what happens is you basically there's the $99,000 zone and boom, we go to 104. Everyone turns bullish, big moment for Bitcoin. Okay. But I told you guys, I said, if we don't go far from 100K now, we're still not safe, right? We're still not safe and the trap can come at any moment. And what we saw was a Bitcoin wick. Now, in that time, you never saw a dominance go up. So your alts didn't wick just yet. Okay. But you've got to remember that everything is following Bitcoin. Right, so if Bitcoin had the wick and Bitcoin had the pullback, it went from $104,000 all the way to $90,000. It's quite obvious that the altcoins were going to repeat that over the next few days, right? At any single moment. So it was quite obvious that the altcoins, because they didn't pull back, doesn't mean they're not going to pull back. That's where a lot of people got it wrong, right? It just means that they are a few steps behind Bitcoin and they follow the trail out later. So when I said this, I said, guys, the dump has happened. In this dump, it wrecked a lot of Bitcoin traders, but it didn't destroy them. So what they do is they revenge trade, right? They get smashed out over here. They buy back over here. You see the dumps over. I was right. I'm buying back over here. And then price decides to put them in a loss the second time. Okay. But it decides to do it in this way where it actually chops you slowly and then it kills you. So all of these people that got smashed and bought the 100K over here, they got hit. Not all of them got killed. They then come back in over here. And this choppiness is what starts to eat them. Okay, stop loss, stop loss, stop loss. Who got stopped out multiple times, right? In the thing, yeah, because the market's designed to do that right now. And you know what it does next? Because think about it. You could have taken $1,000 to $3,000, right? Then you enter the market now, or you entered it over the last few days, and then you get stopped out for 10%. Okay, you get back in, stopped out for 10%. Get back in, stopped out 10%. And what it does, it takes your $3,000 and it's 2,600, 2,300, 2,000, 1,500. 1,200. And then the last thing they do, boom, they wipe you, right? And that's what happens here is all that you're seeing is price bounce too quick on Bitcoin. You know where I would have been very bullish is when Bitcoin broke the 100K and then dumped and then it did this. Then I would have been bullish. I would have been like, that's bull. But because it just bounced, when it just bounces, it doesn't last, right? It's not real. Okay, so then what basically happens now is it left a bunch of liquidity over here. So now price is just going to come down and fill that liquidity. Now I got two areas here and I'm going to speak about it today. There is a higher low and there's a lower low, but we are not far out now. We are probably 24 to 36 hours from a little bit more aggressive. Okay, market's going to settle. And by the end of the week, we're in with our longs and we're going. Okay, again, the grind when we get these buys, because the market will get a bit aggressive now. It will slow down and then it's going to start climbing. Now, that little climb is really going to put you 20, 30, 40% in gains, okay? But then we're going to get to a point of speed up, okay? And that's why you want to be in the market where that slow grind is just beginning and we are starting to now rally and speed up very much over there. So this was the drawing. And now it's quite interesting. If we go look at the Bitcoin chart, you can see that we are now starting this grind. So I want to go back over here and I want to show you where we're at right now. I think we are over here now. Let's make this a bit smaller and just show you guys. This is where I think we are. Okay, we're here now. Okay, so again, a temporary little bounce now, and then we're getting near the kill. And the kill is the one that we really want to buy. We really want to get some limit orders through. Then the market will slowly grind up again, and we're A and away. So again, what I think is going to happen, I think over the next few days, a little bit of cool down into the Christmas period now. And I think the moment in the next week or so, we're going to start rallying up. And I think straight after Christmas, I think Bitcoin's going to go for it. I think Bitcoin's going to really go for the 130, 140, 150K into the January. Okay, then there will be a shakeout again, a little bit bigger. That's why it's so good to learn from this one, because the bigger one will still come. Okay, and then alt season. Okay, then your altcoins are just going to go like crazy. This is probably your ETH, to 6K, 7K, and your Solana, to start getting to that 500. Like you're going to see a very strong speed up. That's why I wasn't so like rush, because I knew that this was just the beginning wave. It wasn't the real main event just yet. And this just comes with a bit of experience, guys. That's the main thing. I'm not better than anyone, nothing like experience in the markets, and I've learned to control myself. So what you are seeing now is you're seeing very much Bitcoin in that little low over there. This phase here, little push up, and then we start shaking. We might actually still be here. Okay, which means there's still more downside, then a little bounce, and then we go. So we're either between here or we are sitting in this little phase over here. That's where we're at. Okay. So let's now jump into Bitcoin itself and start looking at a couple of things. So the first thing I want to quickly look at is the weekly. So I want to remind you, this is my game plan. It's always so important for you to have a game plan. It was quite obvious, guys, that on the high time frame, we needed Bitcoin to have a bit of rejection, right? So I just want to clean up here. There we go. So look at the stock. Stock has finally turned. This is a good sign, right? It's a good sign because what we're looking at is something like this over here, where it's going to cross, come down, and then start to rally up again. And that will be the mega push that will happen very quickly. So it's quite obvious that a little bit of a higher time frame pullback that we're seeing. And we saw a little bit of fight happen over here. And what that's now given you, if you go look at like altcoins, for example, it's quite obvious why they're trapping altcoins right now and why a rejection makes sense. And it's probably going to be a little fast one that's not going to last long. Okay, but do you see how we just popped our head through all-time highs? You see that? Just popped our head. So why not trap them now, right? Because everyone in the world's got so damn bullish. Why not trap them now and put them all in a late sort of buy? So again, what I'm seeing here when it comes to the total 3, okay, is I am seeing this little trap where I see a shakeout on the weekly, where it looks something like this. Okay, before we go to the short time frame, something like this, where we come down, shake them out. Next week, small green candle. Next week, small green candle, and into the late of December, we start rallying up and we start moving very quickly, which means the first drop is the big buy area. The second is going to be add on. Okay, so the first one you want to buy. You want to buy a certain percentage, then you want the market to settle, break trend, and then we get in the rest of the market. Okay, so it just teaches you again that the same way that you ladder out to the upside, the same way you ladder in on the downside as well. You don't go all in, you ladder in, and then you get going. Okay, the bleeding just begun. Of course, it was quite obvious, guys. It was quite obvious that we were going to have that pool. And obviously going through a couple of alts here. Here's ETH. Wouldn't it make sense for ETH to just fake out over here? It's had a big trend break, right? Everyone's celebrating it. Why don't you just fake it out? Trap the market, just do what everyone doesn't expect. And then we go. Okay, and that's what we're about over here. So I'll speak about all these levels, looking at a bunch of alts. AVAX hasn't even broken the weekly just yet. So we are definitely going to buy the pullback on AVAX here because the next one is a weekly breakout, and that's $100 AVAX, if not all the way to the all-time highs, right? Solana. Sol hasn't broken all-time highs yet. Why would you not look? It's so crazy how this market. Look how it just breaks the all-time high. And that's when it rejects. So we definitely want to buy support now on Solana. Solana is one of the best ones to be loading up here. Your Thor chains, still main event. Guys, this is starters. It's not even, look at this. This is actually plays it perfectly. So do you see Thor chain here? Do you see how it's slowly climbing up, right? Look how we did the exact same thing over here. Just want to show you. See the slow climb? You see the wick? That's exactly it. Okay, so we had the slow climb. Then we had the wick that came down 40%. and then boom, main event, baby. Look at this. Wick, main event, right? So THORChain is also one of the exciting ones. We're getting XRP to cool down a little bit, the injectives, all of these ones. I'll go through them now and start getting into it. So let's go through the levels on Bitcoin. At the moment, I got two scenarios for you guys, which basically means today it's important to set a bunch of limit orders, get ready because we got two options now. We got a little bit of aggressive bleed. It's not too quick, okay? But it's going to have this choppiness to the downside, okay? But we've got to be careful of the wick that comes at the end of it. Because what's going to happen now is everyone's going to buy these dips, okay? So the market's going to chop down. The altcoin's going to chop down. They're going to buy. It's going to go a little bit up, chop down, and it's going to do that little chopping thing. And then what you just got to be careful of is the final wick that wipes them out and then gets going. Okay, so you got to look at this when you're going to buy your altcoins now, that there's two ways that this plays out. So if you look at Bitcoin now itself, it's quite obvious that Bitcoin's going to come down, okay, to two areas. The first one is a higher low, okay, where we start to chop down. Now, dominance will come down at this point, so your altcoins will bleed, okay? But this over here indicates another 10-15% on your altcoins before we start getting to a bounce area. But what you must also be careful of is that we slow bleed here, nice little bounce and shake and go. Okay, that's what you've got to really be careful of, which means we are going to buy altcoins at some good levels now, but we're going to leave some cash at the bottom. We're going to definitely leave some cash at the bottom because that would be the best buy when it comes to the altcoins, is the shakeout, feelful buy, what no one is prepared for, right? So that is a very important thing. And it just teaches you as well, the same way you ladder out to the upside, you know, it's like you're at a restaurant and the food is coming out, right? And you're getting little plates of food coming out. Eat a bite, eat a bite, eat a bite. But the main meal's still coming. So don't be full. Okay, if you're full, then you're not going to get the main meal, right? You're not going to get the best meal that you can at the restaurant. You know, who's like that, guys? Who goes to the restaurants and when the bread comes, you eat already like 3 of those breads before you even ordered your food? Who's like that? You know, when you're hungry and you just like put butter and you're just like you're eating. Just be careful because the main meal is so damn good, okay? And it only comes every 4 years and it's beautiful, okay? It doesn't come often, okay? That main meal does come over there times. Okay, so next thing as well, guys, quite obvious. Look at this. Things are about to get a little bit worse for altcoins, and it's about to probably accelerate. So your redness is probably going to start accelerating pretty quick, okay? But look at the dominance. Your dominance has now broken trend to the upside, okay? Look at that. It has broken trend, which means now Bitcoin has strength, okay? And if Bitcoin is going down and slowly bleeding, you're also going to about to start catching up, okay? And every dip that gets bought is going to start accelerating very quickly over here. So this is not a good sign now to just say that your alts are just going to bounce down. It's going to just be gone, you know, in a day. You know, this is definitely showing that over the next 2 to 3 days, that's why I say by in this week, we are going to take this week, okay, to get our buys, guys. It's not about making money this week. It's about getting your buys, okay? Next week, we are eating caviar and we are celebrating to the damn moon, right? This week, it's about understanding that this is going to take a little bit of time, okay? And it's going to do a lot of damage to those late buyers. You know, those who are sitting in leverage positions, and say yes in the chat, right? Because who's hiding from no one yet? So it's not about hiding, it's about helping each other, right? Those who are sitting in leverage losses right now, they're sitting in a 20% loss or 10% loss. And they're like, oh, I'll survive it. 30% loss. Okay, I'll survive it. Go up. Okay, it's gonna go up. I'm not gonna close it. Oh shit, I'm back down again. Okay. You know those when you're in that loss and it just doesn't stop, right? And you just hold those losses down. Okay, just understand that the dominance is very likely to push up to around this 57-58% mark. Okay, so it does indicate that this little pullback here can be another 2-3 days, and then again, you are going to see the biggest damn Sheldon bull ever in the world. I'm about to go sit damn bulls, okay? It's exciting. It's not a bad thing. It's exciting. But once this gets up here, guys, then I think we are actually going to go higher because I think Bitcoin is going to chase 130K and then altism, okay? And then we just like, it's ridiculous, okay? What comes next and after those things over there? So here's altcoins, guys. This is the plan on altcoins, okay? This little dump is cool, but it's not the main event just yet. Okay, the main event is still coming. Now, this one, I'm not super certain we're going to go down this low, okay, at all. But I want to zoom out and show you it's not that bad, just so that everyone doesn't say that I'm 𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏 here. I'm not that at all, okay? But that's a decent correction, right? That's basically saying from the tops all the way down, 15 to 20% on the full market cap. Don't be surprised if this does get hit, though, Remember, if they really want to do damage to this market, they wick the market, okay? They wick the market, everyone gets caught off guard, and then the market's ready to go. And remember, pumps have always been born on dumps, okay? So dump is what creates buying power and gets the tokens to go going up again. So here is the play on altcoins. We are going to hit a temporary bounce zone. We might have just hit it now already. So you're seeing a little bounce within the market, okay? That's going to then put a lower high in. So again, we're either there now, okay, or a little bit lower first, and then the main event dump comes. So probably by market open today on US, all these sort of things, things start shifting down very quickly, and that is where you want to put your limit orders and where you want to prepare for over here. The way it's going to work, guys, is I want to buy 60% on this dip, okay, and I want to keep 30% for here, or a break of trend, okay, just to confirm. So again, around 50-60% on this next dip, which is around 10, 15, 20% lower than where we are right now. Keep some money over here for the wick. And if we don't get the wick, then we'll buy the breaker trend in 2-3 days after that. But it's confirmation, it's good, and we get going. Okay, so let's jump into things like ETH. ETH is still strong. 2 areas on ETH. My first buys. So again, get your notepad, get your pen. Okay, you can write them down. Sniper Club, you will get all of the charts and all of the levels as well. Over here, so you guys will get the direct charts and the limit orders. First area here is 3,750 on ETH. Second area is $3,600 on ETH. After this, I think we're going to go to a $5,000 to $6,000 ETH, right? And I want to show you here to ETH to Bitcoin. Do you see how it's showing that it's going to pull down? Look at this. Okay, so ETH to Bitcoin, pull down, and then mega rally from ETH, but not just ETH. It's going to bring the Bitcoin dominance down. Okay, then let's go through a couple of the altcoins. Guys, look how much upside this is. Come on. You know, a small dip here, it's not bad. But you know what's good about it? Is what was the same Ferrari, the same Lamborghini that was last week, the same everything, right? You're now getting a 20 to 30% cheaper. Same thing, okay? Which means more money to the upside. Okay, so here's an example on AVAX. 2 areas on AVAX. You could see that it has broken flag. So all that I'm seeing now is a temporary bounce at any moment and a kill. $45 and $40 on my 2 areas. So Sheldon, you just said you're going to put 60% of your money on limit orders. I'm giving you 2 areas to split that 60%. The way I would do it is I'd put around, out of that 60%, I'd put 50-50, right? 50 at that area and 50 at that area over there. And then that last 30% very low for that wick. Let me quickly speak about the wick just before I jump to the charts, just so you can understand what the wick could look like. Because you saw it on Bitcoin, okay? If the market wants to wick, it can easily wick to like areas like this, okay? And it won't be there long, okay? So we saw it very clearly with Bitcoin. That wick does not last long at all. So you're kind of lucky to get that buy. And not many think about it and prepare for it. But they're the best damn buys in the industry that you get, right? So that wick could be something where we clean here. And it's just a 10, 15% candle like that. And then it's gone. Boom. Very quickly. Okay, so just keep that in mind. That's why you want to have orders. And I would have the wick here, for example, on AVAX at around $38. Then my wick would be sitting. Okay, but let's go through a couple of tokens. So tokens that I really want to buy on this pullback is AVAX, 1. Okay, why do I want to buy AVAX? Because if I go here to the AVAX chart on the weekly, right? Remember, I'm looking at the weekly and then I'm zooming in to get my data. But I want to buy these things on the weekly. Okay, is AVAX breaks the weekly trend on the next pump. So just to show you here again, there we go. Okay, on the next break, AVAX is going to start entering phase number 2. Now, I've shown you guys what these phases look like. Let's just see if I do have the phases here. Okay, the phases are, this is phase A. So let me show you again. Let me just go to, for example, the total market cap. Okay, this is phase A over here. This is phase B. Phase B is when you are approaching all-time highs. Okay, phase C is when you break all-time highs. Okay, and phase D is the blow off top. Dun, 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 blow off top. Okay. So any tokens that are really good fundamentals, these are the ones that are going to explode next, that are exiting phase A, and they're going into phase B. So it means that from phase A, you're now going to go to the all-time high territories. Okay, and if any of these positions that you get in phase A is your really big money makers, right? That's why I say gaming, all of these things are very important. But now we know that. Now you go look at AVAX. Okay, and you can see that we are on the verge of exiting phase A on the next pump after this dump that we are seeing. And phase B takes this thing all the way to the top of the range to the all-time high zones. That is a great trade over there, that's to $150. This could be your 3x opportunity on AVAX alone. So, but the fact that we are getting it before it's exiting phase A on a dump is brilliant, okay? So that's why AVAX is one of the really big ones that I want to be getting. And again, my zones, $45, $40, and $38 on my 3 levels. Okay, again, I'm here every day to make sure we get in these buys. Okay, Solana, definitely one of mine, because this one's going to go into phase C. On this pullback now, I'm still catching it in phase B. After this, phase C, and that results in a $400, $500 Solana, right? So that for me is a great opportunity when it comes to Sol, which is $215 and $200. Okay, and a cheeky one at 180, right, for a wick. Okay, so that's a big one. Thorchain, very big one, $6, right? $6, $6.10, $6.20. But I want you to go through your alts today and understand which are the phases. If you look at your XRP now, this is in a phase C. How much money are you still really going to make on XRP right now? Unless you can catch it in phase B. So if this thing decides to come back down to 1.5, now there's some money to be made on XRP, right? That's some decent cash to be making. But until then, you know, you got to look at the opportunities. And the opportunities, for example, Thorchain is the same thing, that after this on Thorchain, we are going to exit phase A. Just see why it's doing that. There we go. And I just want to show you guys, look how big this trend is all the way from the bull market. Look at that. Okay. After this pullback on Thorchain, you're going to go from phase A to phase B. And that is literally 200% just to the highs. Right? So you just got to really understand the differences here. Here's Injective. Here's your Thetas. Theta is very cheap, right? Big one on the pullback. So let's go through a couple of the buys here. I'll give you an opportunity to look at a couple of the areas. There we go. Okay, so Injective. Again, you're 26 to 28. Put a wick at 24. Put a limit order at 24 in case the wick comes. This is a big opportunity. Good opportunity on this dump. And you know what's nice, guys? It's not about, remember, I wanted to buy some here and the market went. I'm probably buying some of the tokens in the same place that I would have bought, 2 weeks ago when I started taking better profits. The difference, though, is I'm buying a pullback. Okay, I'm buying RSIs that are getting down to the bottom. Do you see the difference? And I'm not chasing pumps. Okay, look at that. 8 hours getting to the bottom. 12 hours still coming down. That's a hint. Okay, daily still coming down. And let's look at weekly sitting at the top. Okay, so again, this dump can easily take 3 days. Easily, right? But again, I don't think it's going to be one dump. I think it's going to be slow grind. And I think the big dump is going to be the first one. So let me remind you again. We are here now with alts, right? Alts have been doing this for a long time. Now they started breaking the trend. Okay, so they started breaking the trend now. And now we're hitting our first little red leg. Then what's going to happen is the bounce up, chop, and the kill. Once the kill is done, then it's going to do this. There we go. So again, this is the immediate dump is your best opportunity. You won't get it again. After that, slow grind up, and then the market starts to get going. It will start breaking trends, and that's where we'll add our last little bit of money in over there, and we get going. Okay, so again, these quick dumps that come, that's why for me, that's a good opportunity that is sitting over there. Say is another token. I see Say coming down. And again, from the tops, this is beautiful. That's 25%, 30% off. Beautiful, right? And it's buying into support. So 55 to 57 cents on Say. First limit order, second limit order at 52 cents, third limit order at 46 cents. And again, I'm probably going to cancel the bottom ones. Probably. If we don't wick, we will get our first buy, second buy, and the third one we'll cancel and buy on a thing. But if it does happen, we will get the best buy of the damn industry, right? Where a lot of people won't be getting any of that at all. NEAR protocol is another one, guys. So I want to show you guys again. Let's jump here to NEAR. So remember, I use my weekly. Do you see why I want to buy NEAR? Because after this, we go to phase B, baby. Do you see why me being patient was not a bad thing? Not that I was bearish, guys. I know we're still early. I'm not eating all the bread at the table. I'm not drinking all the damn tequilas in our first hour at the club. We just got here, man. David Guetta's about to come on. Black Coffee's about to come on stage. And now I'm drunk at the table and I can't even do anything. Come on, man. The tickets were expensive, man. A lot of it, we can't do this anymore. We can't get too smashed too early and these sort of things. Because, yeah, anyway. Okay, but look at this also on NEAR. Look at that. Break a trend. Retest, baby. That is the weekly. That is fantastic. One token that's really strong, guys, is Chainlink. It is catching up on a little bit of the pullback now, But catching Chainlink, $20 to $22, beautiful, right? The bread is so good, Sheldon. Okay. And how's food poisoning? And how is hangover? Are those fun? Not really. So the bread is good, but what happens on the red days? Don't you want to, like, you're giving money back now, or you're in a loss? Like, no, let's not do that, right? So think about the next day, okay? If you drink a lot of alcohol, think about the next day. Once every now and then, yes, you go crazy, but you got to think about the hangover. I can go out tonight and have a good time, but I know I got a show with you guys tomorrow. So why the hell do I want to feel like crap and do my show tomorrow? Doesn't work like that, right? Oh, 1,400 likes. Okay, guys. Thank you for watching. I think it's the end of Sheldon the Sniper. We shut the show down. We're done. Guys, get the damn likes up. I've been the only one red when the whole market's been green, and I'm here to actually show you the realness. Get those likes up right now. Go, 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 go. Get it up, because I'm true, I'm honest, and I'm real in the space. Get it up, get it up, get it up. I want at least 2,000 likes. And then tomorrow I will do massive giveaway. Get the damn likes up. Let's go, 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 go. It shares it. It gets more out to the world. And don't you want truth to come out to the world rather than just moon, moon, moon? Okay. Phantom, guys. Phantom. This is the big one. The Phantom pullback will not last long, right? And the Phantom pullback is the one we really want. Sonic upgrade is in 15 days. 15 or 16 days. This one we will be lucky to catch, right? Okay. So I got two. Let's give you 3 zones here. The first zone, okay, is 1.15. It's not too far from where we are right now, but I'd only buy 20%. The next one is at 110 and at $1. I'm actually happy to load this up. Now, again, if you're trading leverage, this is a 2x entry, okay? 1x, 2x, you don't go too much, you build your leverage later. But these are spot buys, guys. I think you can realize now that buying tokens on spot and long-term right now make you just as much. Like, I was trading leverage the other day, and I was like getting chopped and stuff like that. And then I went to Bybit and I saw a coin that has like $20 million market cap. Okay. But then it has like 2 million volume. I'm like, interesting. And I bought it, and I literally turned, like, I think it was like 10K. I turned it into 16K or something just on spot in one day. I was like, wow, like, you don't actually need leverage anymore, right? So spot, guys, spot, leverage. You know when you trade leverage, when this happens, that's when we trade leverage. Boom, catch the breakout. That's where you trade leverage. Right now, it's your spot bags. It's your long-term bag. That's what you focus on. Phantom is a big one, guys. I want to speak about some Phantom targets. After this, guys, I really think that this whole Sonic upgrade and the excitement and the hype and things like that, I do think we are going to have a Phantom push up to at least $2 to $2.5 first. That's going to give it enough hype to really start getting to the areas of top of phase B. And that, again, is that January play, that where we really get going. And I do think Phantom can hit a $5 to $8 to $10, right? Now, again, guys, tokens that are in phase A and phase B, I'm probably going to say, hey, I'm taking profits over here, right? And again, that's 200% away. Okay, and then we'll get ready for another shakeout and get going in again. Okay, so I'm going to be taking a lot of profits this bull market. Why? Because I gave away way too much money last market, and I'm going to be rich this market. I'm sorry, but I am. Okay, like I'm going to make sure I keep it. Okay, and it's not because of lots of it's because I'm going to take profits. That's a big thing. Okay, there's something happening with DOT in January. Okay, there's news, right, on DOT in January. So DOT for me is also a very big opportunity, right? Just broke through the weekly, coming for a retest. The retest is showing here at around $8. So I'll put $8, 8.2, 8.4. And after this, I'm seeing a 20 plus, okay, maybe even to the 30s, okay, in DOT. So DOT's a big one. Okay, Doge. Doge is now, I would really love to catch this thing at the lows of phase B. Okay, but Doge for me, guys, 35 cents, 30 cents is actually still a good price. I think Doge will go into the dollar to $1.50 in the bull. Okay, but this one I would settle them around 35, 33, 37. Those areas over there on Doge over there. Coty, also another one. 𝗬𝗓𝗡 as well. 𝗬𝗓𝗡 is a really good one on this pullback, by the way. The low 20s on 𝗬𝗓𝗡, I think you're going to make great money. I want to show you guys a few things. So guys, join Sniper Club. We've been rebuilding this thing. We know a lot of shifts and changes happened in Sniper Club over the last couple of days, but I want to show you guys something here. I want to show you. Look at how short yesterday. So everyone was longing the market and bull. I want to show you something. Where is our... Let me bring this up and show you guys here. Because it was quite obvious, right? Look at this. Straight up, straight up, straight up, straight up, straight up, straight up. Okay, look how we broke the trend. Very easy short. Now the market's red today and we're printing, right? We're making some money. Okay, and I want to show you guys this over here. Look at here on Club. Look how many people are holding cash, baby. Look at this. And the US audience hasn't even woken up yet. Hit the thing if you've loaded up on cash for incoming dips. Boom. Look at the short there last night. There's the short. Look where we were. Boom. Early, baby. So again, Sniper Club, you want a community? Link below in the description. Guys, I also want to give a massive shout out. And I want to show you guys what I'm also doing on this next dip. Okay, is I'm opening up my Bitfunded accounts. Okay, I'm in Bitfunded Studios right now. Incredible, incredible, incredible people. Okay, Bitfunded, you trade with way less of your capital. So I want to show you this over here. Way less of your capital. Like right now, you'll be calculating your loss. But I just want to show you this over here. If you see these new challenges, there we go. You trade with $80 and you pass 2 levels. If you're not doing this on this dump now, when the market, you don't do it on the dump. You wait for it to go sideways and break a trend. That's when you do it, right? And you pass 2 levels. By the time the explosion happens in January, you can unlock $5,000 from your $80. Okay, and remember, that's only what you will lose if it goes south, where a lot of people put their own $5,000 in. Okay, you get through 2 levels, and whatever profits you make, you keep 90% of it. Here's a $10,000 package, $25,000, $50,000. So what I'm also going to do on this dip, okay, is I'm going to open up trades. I got an account. There's a 50K account over here. I'm going to be opening up trades for those who want a Bitfunded account. Link below in the description. It is there for you guys. Also, a shout out to 𝗬𝗥𝗢𝗡𝗏. 𝗬𝗥𝗢𝗡, if you use my link below, okay, and you don't have an exchange account, there's no KYC. I've traded $1 million on here. There's a lot of volume. Okay, you can actually, by just depositing, you get $100, you get $20 for registering, KYC, $50, and you can see you can actually build yourself up some money in the red, right? That's amazing. Okay, Maddie, what's our likes on? 2,600. More likes. When the market's been green, I've been red. More likes. Go, 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 go. We got 7,500, 7,600 people watching the stream. Get the damn likes up. Let's go. Okay. Let's see. Theta. Look at it. Should we take a couple minutes of community tokens? Guys, if you're in trades right now, be honest. If you're stuck in a losing trade, give me your chart right now. If you want to buy tokens, give me your chart right now. Let's chart for you guys. Let's go. But only if we get to 3,000 likes in the next minute. Then I'll do it. So Maddie's going to let me know. I'll bring the charts up in a sec. You got to hit the like though, guys. Just do your part. It's one button. I know I'm asking for a lot, but it's just one click. And then we can take community tokens. Get them damn likes up. Okay, let's go. Give me some tokens. Ondo actually was good. Here we go. I think I actually have it for you guys. Okay, there's Ondo. Okay, so Ondo, this one's pretty easy. So I want to remind you guys again, I'm showing you 4-hour chart. So showing you the next couple of days of what can happen. That's the trend on when you're going to be extremely bullish on it again, right? Right now it's pulling back. So what you're looking at is you have 2 important lines. Here are your 2 important lines, right? You got your resistance and your support momentum. Now, also what's important here is your Fibonacci levels. So again, if you don't know this stuff, go do school. It's all there. Guys, by the way, school, tomorrow. Tomorrow's school. It is free. Maddie, did we open up my YouTube here? More right. Oh, here. Let me just show you guys where it is quick. School tomorrow. It is free, guys. Go get verified today. Okay, if you don't know what the hell I'm talking about in fibs and stuff, here, it costs you nothing. I'm doing a massive live event tomorrow. Okay, and it's 10 days. I teach you how to trade in 10 days. Okay, go click on this link over here, register, and I'll see you at school tomorrow. Okay, so go do that. And then again, Sniper Club's over here, 𝗬𝗥𝗢𝗡𝗏 is over here, Bitfunded's over there. Boom, everything there for you guys. Okay, so long story short, on Ondo, this is where your wick or your big drop should be, is this area of 1.35. Okay, that's where you want to get some buys. So again, that will teach you that you are basically catching this thing at 32% off, but that should be your buys For now, it's lost support. I don't see much support here at the moment, only in that area. And what you'll do is you'll buy a certain amount in the zone over here. Okay, again, if you want to stop loss and stuff, it'll be under the zone around 1.2. Okay, and then you will wait for it to calm down. So what do you want to see? This. Boom. Okay, that's it. So you're buying some over there, and you're buying the rest on the break of the trend over there. That's Ondo. Next one, Maddie. LTC, Litecoin. Okay, next. Next. Guys, IMX is a really good token, especially for the ETH ecosystem. Very good, very good. 𝗕𝗫𝗅. I hope you didn't buy late, bro. I hope you bought early. I hope you're asking me to chart 𝗕𝗫𝗅 because you're still in a lot of money, that you didn't chase the pump. Okay, there we go. Litecoin. So Litecoin for me, let's have a look. Dun, 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 dun. There is your support trend. Let's pop a fib on it. Okay, there is your buys. Litecoin, your buy is at 114. It's not too far. Around 5 to so around the 110 mark to 115, and then have a limit order at 100. Where does it go next? After this? Oof, this is a very beautiful chart. So I want to show you this on the daily. So let's zoom out here and just quickly show you guys on the daily. Okay, so if you look, it's turning all of this that was resistance, right, into support. Look at that. Straight into support, right? Then after this, we're going to go to we're going to basically start exiting phase A and going to phase B, right? Which is for me at 618. So the next target is $200 and then $280. That's going to be some good buys over there. So 100 to 110, 112. Those are my areas for buying. And after that, you know my TPs. IMX. This is an opportunity, guys, on this dip. This is an opportunity. A token that has not pumped yet, and it's a good token. Okay, so let's speak about where these buys are. And let's go through. Okay, so the buys over here. Let's pop it in. Let me do my quick fibs. Okay. 1 point, let's just see, confirm it here. Okay, around the 1.6 to 1.65 to 1.7. And your next area is at 1.55. So I'd put limit orders there and there. So basically 1.68 and 1.58. Those two areas there. After that, I think we approach the $3 marks. So there's a lot of excitement happening over there. Don't read this or else. Is that a threat? Okay. 𝗕𝗫𝗅. Okay, guys, this thing just ripped, right? Look at it. It's pumped hard. So something like this will come down to a main fib level. You've got to use horizontals on things like this. So let's zoom in here. Come on, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. Okay, let's go look at 𝗕𝗫𝗅. It's still strong right now. It just needs a little cool-off period. Okay, so two areas, 25 cents bounce zone. But realistically, if it was going to wick, it's probably going to come down to around 20 cents. Okay, so still gives you an idea that the tokens that pump this hard can pull back 30 to 40%. Remember that. Tokens that only pumped, some tokens pump 400%, some pumped 50%. The ones that pump 50% won't pull back as hard. The ones that pump 400% will pull back pretty aggressively. What is Bitcoin doing? Let's look at Bitcoin over here for a second. Okay, hovering. So again, that's my play over there. What's dominance doing? Getting ready to go up again. Okay, guys, love you lots. See you all tomorrow. Hopefully our limit orders have hit and we are in again this week. Tomorrow, you're going to see me with 10 altcoins that you want to buy on this dip, exact levels. And I'm hoping the dip continues quicker today so I can actually get my buys in. And I'll show you guys on my 𝗬𝗥𝗡 account what I'm buying. I also have a BitUnix account that I'm also going to be buying on as well. And I have a Bitfunded account that I'm buying on. And I have a Bybit account that I'm buying on. So I'm going to be doing a lot of buying because I told you, it's been 2 weeks. I've been glitching out. I can't wait to be a bull again. And we're going to focus this week on buying. And then I think next week we're away. So guys, well done to being patient. Well done to holding some cash. I'm proud of you. You are maturing. You're becoming better. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Much love.